Give me a second to get my chat monitor up. Cool. All right. Now, before I stream fully, I do want to do one thing. So bear with me. Just gonna mute the game. Just temporarily. Bear with me. I just want to talk a little bit about a game that I just beat for the first time. With spoilers. I had some spoilers. So I'm just going to say that. I'm not going to bring up spoilers here, really. But I did make a review. If you've seen... I feel like I'm really bright. I need to turn my lamp more. More bounce. That feels better. That feels more natural, right? That's not bad. I hope. Maybe. I don't know. So if you've seen, I've made some community posts recently for. Made one that was my Superman review after I went to go see that because I mentioned I was seeing that on stream. So I have a Letterboxd. I recently found out that there's someone made a Letterboxd that's basically Letterboxd but for games called Backlogged. And so I've started using that. And my first Backlogged review was Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition on the Switch. Which I conveniently had the start date of, I got it the day it came out, and the end date of, I literally shared when I when I beat the game. I had a message, so I knew when it started and when it ended, and I was able to give this nice detailed review of my thoughts on the game, and I love that game. I gave it a 4.5 stars. And shortly after the Switch 2 came out, they had a summer sale. And I bought, on that summer sale, a digital copy of the original Xenoblade Chronicles, but the definitive edition on Switch, for a ridiculously good discount. It was 40% off or something. It was great. I paid after tax, maybe $36, something like that. It was really cheap. A steal for a game that good. That only came out in 2020. And if they continue to do sales digitally of Switch games like that on Switch 2, or I guess on the eShop, no, the Switch 2 is out. I'm all for it because I definitely want to get. I want to eventually play through all 3 of the main Xenoblade games. I played through the first. I played through X, but I left a review of the original Xenoblade Chronicles on my backlogged account, and specifically of the definitive edition on my backlogged account. Perfect score. That is, I have not given a perfect score to a movie or a show or a game in years. Literally, in years. I'm sure plenty of y'all know, I've said it before, there's a video on my channel about it. Breath of the Wild, everyone's 10 out of 10 game, was a 7 for me at launch, and a 7.5 after DLC. Tears of the Kingdom is a 7.5 for me, if not an 8. I really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom, and I really enjoyed Breath of the Wild, but they aren't 10s for me. Normally a 10 out of 10 has to be a game that I think is truly flawless. But Xenoblade Chronicles, I wouldn't say is flawless, but it's so close to a perfect 10 that I have to give it a full 5 stars, because it would be a disservice for me to round down to a 4.5 stars when that game has so little wrong with it. But one thing that I left out of my review, and I realized this after the fact, and I was like, I don't want to go back and edit it and try to cram this section in, was the music. I did not mention the music, which is very good. And I just wanted to see if I could find real quick my favorite piece. Where is it? Where is it? Yes. So I just wanted to play this. This is my favorite song from the game. This is from the extra story, Xenoblade Chronicles Future Connected. This is not the highest quality version, but it's the first one that came up. This is like my jam. I don't know, it's not really a jam, but like this style of music is like some of my favorite in video games, and so this song specifically from Future Connected is just so good. Listen to that. It just, I don't know, I was trying to think of words. That's good. I was trying to think of words to describe it. It's like, I don't know, it just feels like, it's a very like, I don't want to say wonderful, because that has a different connotation than what I'm going for, but like, it feels like it is literally like full of a sense of wonder. And I just think that's really cool. But that's not what I'm here to do today. Unfortunately, I could listen to this song all day. In fact, I did for the 3 days that I was playing the Future Connected after work. So I'm just gonna pop that off and go back into here and reset my master volume to 70 here. So we're back to Marvel Rivals. But no, I just thought that song was gorgeous. Why does it have like a little... There's like a little gift next to it. I don't know what that meant. But no, I just thought that the song was gorgeous, and I wanted to share it because it is my favorite piece in the game, unironically. And it was the newest piece. I as far as I know. I don't know if that was originally written for Bionis Shoulder, which is the area that takes place on. But it's just absolutely awesome. I was like, I need to share that because I did a disservice to the game by not talking about how awesome the music is in my review. Also, I need to play Vanguards. I have no challenges. I burned through those yesterday. But my brother wants to play with me, but I'm not going to be doing that with him tonight. But I'll let him know. But just text him and let him know. That's what I'm up to. Match found. Beautiful. But yeah, Xenoblade Chronicles amazing game in the first place. I thought Future Connected was also, it was a good addition too. Like it added to my experience to be able to play through Future Connected. But that experience was like literally, I finished the original game. Like when I finished just the core game, and I didn't 100% it or anything. I just finished the game. I actually did a lot less than I could have with the Colony 6 stuff. But when I finished the game, I literally like went to my backlog and started prepping to make a 10 out of 10 like 5-star review. And then I realized, I was like, wait, I haven't even done Future Connected yet. What am I doing? I'm trying to write a review for a game, and I've only played its main story when there's an extra story now. So I went back in and like left that review sitting for 3 days while I played through Future Connected, and like just to like describe how good this game is, and even its extra story, its bonus content. I was playing the bonus content. It wasn't yesterday, but it was was that Sunday? No, it was during the work week. Whichever day I posted the review is when I finished Future Connected. Just doing my best to fight here for a second. But yeah, so the night that I finished Future Connected, I forgot to eat dinner. I can do that sometimes when I get like really sucked into a game. I can, or really anything. I can get really tunnel visioned on things, like ADHD hyper focus time combined with autism hyper focus time. So, not great. Definitely eat food, but I was so locked in, and I played literally until 10 p.m. and then wrote my review, and then realized as I was getting ready for bed and like brushing my teeth and stuff, I didn't eat like a dinner or anything like that. Whoa, whoa. He opened a portal. They're gonna kill me. Alright. But no, like I was just locked in that entire evening. And when I beat it, I was like, I gotta do my review now before I forget. And so I just did that. I just entirely forgot that I am a human being. But no, definitely, if you have not played Xenoblade and you have a Switch, or a Switch emulator, I don't really care that much as long as you experience it, but I would prefer if you bought it, because it is a game that deserves your money. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Oh my god. My own teammate canceled my ult. It's okay. I only lost half my charge at least. Jeez. How dare you, Jeff? We should have been able to retake that point, but I think literally because our Jeff decided to ult. Also, in a Jeff v Jeff, you never ult first. That's a rule of the Jeff mirror. Is you never ult first, because if you ult, then no matter what, they're gonna ult immediately if they have it, and then they're just gonna eat you. So like don't ult first in Jeff v Jeff. But yeah, no, I got Xenoblade on a really good sale. I'm hoping they continue to do sales like that, but it is a game that is well worth $60 if you have to pay full price for it. No! Alright. I'll take it back. I think we've got this held. Cool. But yeah, no, I got the game on a great discount. The hype is real. Like, believe it. Genuinely believe the hype. At some point in the future, I'm going to be getting 2 and playing through that. That's the one I'm the most concerned with, because there's a lot of things that people have brought up that I'm like, I don't know if I'm going to enjoy that aspect of this game, but I don't know, maybe I will. Sometimes I'm just in the mood for something that's like goofier and wackier, and that's some of what I've heard about the game, but it also is like fan servicey, and I'm not huge on that in my games. I don't know. It just doesn't appeal to me. So we'll see what happens when I do get there, but I think my next big game that I'm planning to take on the Switch is probably Monster Hunter Stories, like the remaster, because that's another game that's like one of those ones where it's like I've heard so many good things. I don't know where my team was to start that. Like, they must have been distracted by one of the enemies or something, but, like, it was literally just me and, like, 3 enemies on point. Alright. It's Portland time. I'm gonna put it in, like, a slightly safer place. That way we're not just diving in and then getting, like, annihilated, but we're also getting in, you know? No! Jeez. Oh. Ah, I didn't have time to get my shield up. Oh, sorry, Buckaroo. Doop, 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 doop. Go heal. Whoa, okay. Uh-oh. No, and I used my jump because I was trying to get up and out of there. Ah, that was tragic. Their mantis slept me at like the exact right moment to really mess up my flow. All right. We still have point. Uh-oh. There was no fast way in, so I had to not get there in time. They did disrupt my ult, but it's fine. No! I dove. We still won. Alright. They tried. That did not work for them, though. Take it. Righty. That is a pretty cool skin. Wow. Just because you messed up my ult once, you're not getting my thing. But I'll give one to everyone else. You messed up my ult once. But yeah, no. Xenoblade 1 good. I will say, and this is something I mentioned in my review, Xenoblade Chronicles X is my favorite open world games, like, world of all time. Just, like, as far as open worlds go, it is my favorite. It is still the one that made Breath of the Wild, like, a disappointing overworld for me. It is that good of an open world. Xenoblade Chronicles, the original, is not open world. It is more like... It's kind of like Twilight Princess in a sense. Like, there's like load zones, and the world's more piecemeal. But the areas are huge. So it's like... It's a lot like Twilight Princess in that. Like, you know, here's a disconnected but fleshed out world, but it's more open in each of those areas than Twilight Princess ever was, and has just such a tight like world design. But I think the biggest thing is just how well they conform each part of the map to the Bionis that it's, you know, all standing on. If you don't know anything about Xenoblade, this is not really spoilers. This is literally opening cutscene stuff. The world is basically you're on a Titan, like the corpse of a Titan called Bionis, and that's where you're from. All living things in this world inhabit Bionis. And come from Bionis. Like, if it is life, that's just where it is. Or at least organic life. There's like robot things and stuff, but they're not from it. So as a result of the fact that you're on this giant thing, it's also humanoid. So at all times, you are on some body part, some limb, or in some organ, in a couple cases, of this gigantic dead Titan being. No, they got us. Fair enough. We were really holding that spawn for a long time. But yeah, so like one of the biggest examples, and this is the Smash stage, Gower Plain, is the surface, like the upper surface of the thigh of the Titan. So like it's like kind of kneeling, like the corpse is like on one knee, and the knee that is up, you're on the thigh of that leg. No. No. Oh, I see. We lost one of our supports. We had 3 supports at the start, so I was just thinking we still did. We do not. But yeah, so like at all points in the game, you have the landmark of the actual body and stuff like that of the Titan, or the other Titan that's in the game. But they like always act as like a landmark that you can just always keep an eye on to know where you are. And it helps build a sense of scale and also a sense of like where you are in the world. And it's very little illusion happening. Like it's, here is an area and it is the exact like size of the upper leg or the exact size of an arm or whatever, or shape. It's all very, very coherently designed. And I think that's really cool. From just a game perspective, I think that's very cool. Nope. 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 Ah, why are you caps? That's GG. That's not GR. That's a whole game. But no, it's such a cool overworld. I think, like, as far as game worlds go, the best I've ever seen. Like, genuinely, it is the most breathtaking, consistently awe-inspiring game world I've ever seen. It's not open world, so I can't say it's my favorite open world in a game, but that's still held by the Xenoblade series, so that's really cool. Prevent the statue of Bass from returning to its place. I'm just keeping up the Doctor Strange grind. I recently found out my computer was in like a quote unquote like battery saving mode. It's a desktop. It just by default came that way. And so it was throttling different things that my computer would be trying to do. And I was always like, man, I feel like I should be able to do more. So I honestly, there is a chance that I can actually bring back Monster Hunter Wild streams. Like there is a chance it will not crash on me again or run really poorly again. Like obviously this is running much better than it was on my last stream of it, where I think the last stream I had to switch off of Strange because I could not aim due to the frame drops I was getting, and so I just needed to switch to Cap because I could just be throwing punches randomly and running around and harassing people. Like it was easier to play Cap with dropped frames than it was to play Strange. Hello. Uh-oh. I gotta start doing something. Woo. Dang. Yeah, no point. Yeah, I'm not huge. Like I was playing really aggressive because that's what everyone does there. I don't like that strategy. I don't like that everyone wants to just run up to their spawn of the enemies on this map. Like I don't like that. That's where like there's a huge brawl that breaks out every game. Woo. Nope. Nope. No ults. Ooh, you tried. Alright, I'm falling back. Whee! Nope. Oh, he just got rezzed. Okay. Alright, I didn't die there somehow. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Nope, nope, nope. No, no, no. Nope, nope, nope. Goodbye. Ah. It finally got me. I was alive there for so long. The thing is, I have not used my TP at all. I can portal in. Alright. Nice convenient place. Just a little shortcut. Whoa. We lost our main healer. I don't know where Invisible Woman is. I don't know, I feel like spectating after death has been a little weird recently. I don't know why. I don't know if I'm just like not pushing something like and it just defaults to you spectate the person who killed you, but I prefer if it defaults to you spectate your team. I don't know where he was, but I blocked him anyways. There it is. 25k blocked? That's crazy. 25k blocked. And still dealt 6k damage on top. Like, that was the, like, middle of the pack on the team, pretty much. Like, I was, what, the third lowest, fourth most. But, like, considering I blocked so much damage, that was really, seemingly a lot of what I was doing, was just blocking damage, protecting my team. I'll take it. I have one more Vanguard match in me to get another weekly objective, which will give me another 200. Cool. And that'll also get me the damage taken, which will give me a ton more, so. Sure, we'll do another Vanguard. Why not? I'm trying to think of other cool things. Oh, one nice thing. So, when I played Xenoblade Chronicles, I was curious, like, what is the maximum resolution of this game? Because I know it used dynamic resolution scaling. All Xenoblade games, as far as I know, at least of the main trilogy, on Switch, run at a maximum of 720p. The frame rate is always 30, and it's usually a pretty stable 30. Sometimes there's drops, especially from what I've heard. I think in 3 there's some drops, but the biggest thing is you will see the resolution dip a lot, and it'll get really blurry. It'll never get down to the Wii, as far as I know. I think, unless you're playing in handheld mode. But yeah, the game itself runs, I think, at like 720p to like 540p on TVs, like one docked, and then like 3 something to 540 in handheld. Switch 2, because it is more powerful, while it could obviously run it at a higher resolution, I'd love for them to do like free updates for those games. It ran at a completely locked 30 FPS, and I never noticed the resolution get lower at any point in my gameplay. So I think I was just locked at 720p 30. No dips in resolution, no dips in frame rate. Oh, we have 1 support and 3 tanks. There were 2 tanks when I picked tank. No wonder I'm not feeling like I'm getting a lot of heals and my health was low. Thank you, Jeff. You're doing so much more than you should have to. And you're doing an amazing job. Jeez. heal real quick. That was a good sneak. No! I took out one support and I couldn't get the other one. And of course, it was literally just me and our support that were up. Okay, we have another support. Thank you. Jeez. We needed that. There. Hi, Cap. No! We have all of our ults at least. I distracted their Cap successfully. And Hulk is doing just fine tanking right now, so that was, I think even though I died and I didn't take out Cap, I think that was still worth for me. Because that just meant that their Cap was not harassing our backline, which meant our backline was able to actually support Hulk. So, like, we were just getting a lot done to push, and they could not resist our push. Get out of here. Get out of here. Go on. Yeah, not today. I had a support. And again, like, I just distracted their Cap, kept the pressure as much as I could off our backline, and allowed our actual line to push forward. Like, their Cap is just not very good at being a Cap, because, like, he should be ignoring me. He should know that he could probably kill me, yeah. Oh, I shouldn't have done that then. I wasted my ult. It's okay, it was only half, but it's not a full charge. Hey, Jeff got a revenge kill for me. I just was like stuck out there. I thought my team was gonna push up with me. They did not. They stayed where it was safe, which was like the smarter option, to be fair. I was just expecting them to join me in the riskier zone.
Judge, jury, executioner!
Nope. Ah, jeez. I was expecting that to get all of them. I don't know why it didn't. I didn't see like a shield out, so I don't know what happened to my ult. Like, maybe there's an interaction I didn't know about with how his res works. Like, maybe you're immune to CC for a little bit, just because that would suck. I don't know. Alright, well, it was GG. That was not a great match for me, though. I did do a lot of just keeping their cap off important targets, though. So, like, I'll still take that. But I've had far better games. Far better games. Alright. I am going to start here by going and checking this. Got some chrono tokens. Over here, lore. I definitely want to get to the symbiote thing before I am done with the season. Alright. I'll equip that. Okay, I definitely need to get that. And I can get 100 more units for only 1,000 of the chrono tokens. So I'm out of weeklies right now. They're all done. Caught up on those. So it's just these now. The closest I've got is damage done and a healing done. Why does it keep showing me this? It's like, I know it exists. Thank you. Okay, is this... No, it just says that these are new. I thought this was saying, like, I haven't looked at this yet. Like, I have. Because it's the same as that one. I might do a C&D game. Might as well, after all. Oh, I probably should have mentioned this at the start of the stream. I'm going to mention it now. No, like, mainstream this, like this weekend. My Saturday stream is not happening. I'm going to be out of town for a wedding that's on Sunday. So I'm going to be otherwise disposed during that time.
We are cloak and dagger.
3 supports.
And fear.
3 supports. No, Charlie, 3 supports. Come on. It's worth it. You can go DPS Mantis. Okay, that's actually good synergy at least. But yeah, say I'm not gonna be streaming. So apologies in advance that there will be no Mariomon this week. I did find out, which I'm sure this was announced forever ago. I just watch content like super slowly. Like I'm super behind on most channels. There's only a few things that I like actively keep really up to date on. And I was watching one of Alfred's recent videos. It was one of his, I think it was one of his Mario Kart ones. Maybe it was a Mario Party one, and he mentioned that there's not just doing Super Mario Mon, they're also doing Super Luigi Mon. Which I'm curious if that's just a hard mode Mario Mon, or if that is its own game entirely. Like if it will have the same captures in it, or if it's going to be brand new.
Looks like the mission area is yours to watch now. My time to shine. My time to shine. Control C.
I got you, buddy. Oh.
My time to shine.
I couldn't save him, but I could stop the cap. Ooh. No. I got murdered.
Much to prove.
Time to run back out. Run back out to where I am.
Glory's almost yours. It's party time! Please, we're hurt.
Behold the god of thunder!
Let's keep waiting until we have a winner.
Don't leave the healing field that I put down. Oh my god, dude. You just wasted all that healing. I threw that there for you.
My time to shine.
Ah, dang it. I got blown up.
Render me assistance.
My time to shine.
Ooh, that felt nice.
No.
They've almost got it. The light always comes back.
Dodge this! Oh my god, Blacks, I got bed!
No. Jeez. That was rough.
Equilibrium. When it gets disturbed.
I gotta spank somebody.
Before you attack, get ready.
Man, am I glad to have you on our side. That's your next stick. Gotta try to keep my
Back Venom. Yes.
The battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There we go.
All you need to do is capture.
Just gotta get a few appreciation spanks for the tanks, you know.
is a bit too much.
Jeez.
Capture the mission area.
Our team was just like super split up.
Everybody needs a hand sometimes.
Oh man, this has not gone super well. But hey, I've done 9k damage and 14k healing. So whatever happens ain't my fault. Nope, they got it. No one wanted to push in. Eh.
Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Like, that was just a decent match. Like, for a match that ended in 2 rounds, I would say that was really good. Like, it was 2 rounds where it wasn't super one-sided. Like, it wasn't like we were stomped 100% on the first round to 0, and then, like, another 100% to 0. Like, it was, like, the first round was really close. The second round was, like, we got to, like, 60-ish. Like, I would say my team didn't play super well, and I could tell they weren't playing super well. But I don't think we would have lost had their Star-Lord not actually been decent. Like, he was being a little toxic there, but he was good. Like, he was genuinely, like, his MVP status for his team was deserved. He was really just doing a ton to my team. We didn't have a lot of people who could very easily handle him. You know, Magneto and Venom are both. I wouldn't say Magneto's alone. Like, they're both kind of like mid-range tanks. And then similarly, at least eventually we had a Mr. Fantastic. Mr. Fantastic is a mid-range tank DPS hybrid. And then like, Loki and I just don't have the damage output in consistent enough ways to, like, take him out. We had a Human Torch. Human Torch is not necessarily ideal against Star-Lord either. I feel like he's not a great dog fighter. He needs to have control from the air of the ground, not air to air. Like, I feel like none of the flying characters are particularly good counters for one another. Like, maybe Iron Man and Ultron can be decent counters to each other, since they both have just decent damage output and long range. But I feel like Human Torch he doesn't strike me as a dogfighter. Storm could maybe, but she's more of a, I want to hit and cut through as many people at once as possible type character, at least in my experience. Yes. But yeah, no, that was not nearly as close a game as it could have been. I think we just did not properly counter the fact that we were up against, you know, a Star-Lord. You know, like, that's kind of like, that's one of those characters I feel like you need to have someone who can counter Star-Lord. If there's an enemy Star-Lord, you just want to have someone like who can fight him. I feel like we did not generally have someone who could fight him. Should do another Ultron game. Ultron's fun now that I've played him a little bit. Yeah, I might end today with an Ultron game. I might do one more game, do an Ultron one, see where it goes. Ooh, okay. So we're pushing, right? Is that what that means?
You'll need a top-notch team to win this one.
I am beyond my pitiful creator. I am beyond everyone.
I like this Ultron voice, but it's also one of the ones where it's like you can tell this was pretty heavily, like this performance was heavily influenced by the MCUs. Like maybe that's just, you know, how you would have Ultron sound, but like MCU Ultron, just one of the coolest villain performances. Like he's so cool, and it's funny because like I don't care much for like
30 seconds before you attack. Get ready.
I don't know, like robot villains necessarily. Like there has to be something that makes them really compelling, and in his case it was just the performance being so good.
Battle starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Help get that vehicle to its destination.
Going back line.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Gotcha.
That's 3.
Uh-oh, strange portal. I was trying to figure out where he portaled to, and the answer was right on the ground. So I was like looking up to try to find his portal everywhere. It was not.
Extermination! Maximum pulse!
Going back late.
Dang it. I was close to a wall. I was like, how did he hit me so easily? Whoopsies. Yeah, I'm not great on flying characters. I just need to get better at like being aware of like my surroundings in a 3-dimensional space, whereas I'm like more used to it like in a 2-dimensional sense.
I was fine, but thank you.
No. I need someone else to also be trying to handle the enemy flyers. Because this is literally like a duo of the enemy flyers that I literally was saying, like, they are tough for Ultron. And like other airbound characters.
Get that vehicle moving again. Only 60 seconds left. Down to 30 seconds.
Dang.
By the eye of Agamotto!
Fucking portal.
Almost there. Don't turn back now. We'll have to keep fighting until we have a winner. The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Where was that hell?
How the fuck are they all behind me?
The portal was still open. Oh my god.
Get that vehicle moving again.
I was fine.
I am ready to put on a show.
Extermination!
Oh. No.
I won't turn down extra promotion.
Get that vehicle moving again. Only 60 seconds left. Down to 30 seconds.
I did hit 10k heals.
A nice deep freeze. Well, you can't expect to win them all.
Yeah, we had at no point anyone who could really handle the enemy team Ultron other than me. Which they had him and for a while an Iron Man, and then they swapped to a Phoenix who's also really good because she's hit scan, so like she's really great at taking out like people in the air. But it did not go super well for us. And methinks it may be tied to our 3 DPS. So let's take a look. Yeah, 8 deaths on Blade, which he's very aggressive. He did also have the most kills. So, like, fair. Namor did the best of our DPS, I think, hands down. 9 kills, 3 deaths, pretty good. 5 deaths, 6 kills, not so great. So I will give these two some love. I don't think this guy really deserves it, but the other two, I think they do. I almost hit the healing done. I was 6k off. If we'd actually gotten to the end of that, I probably would have been able to heal enough for that. Like, just given with how the game was going, like it was going to be a long finish. Let me see. Is there any interesting things I can talk about in the story? I always end these streams by like just ranting about different skins. This one, Extrembiote, I imagine it's like Extremis and Symbiote combined. I think that one's okay. I don't really like the Symbiote not being fully worked in like the other ones. Like, the symbiote thing in the comics has often, or at least Hulk has often had it so that like Venom can't fully cover the Hulk or can't fully cover the Thing. And this symbiote thing, he's fully covered. So having Iron Man get a symbiote but not have it be full coverage, I don't feel like that's as satisfying for me. Now, granted, it could be the symbiote he has specifically or something, but I don't know. I feel like it would be more interesting to me personally from a visual standpoint if he had better coverage with his symbiote. What else do we have? Oh yeah, we have all these like dual characters where they're Phoenix and Venom. I think this one's pretty cool. Not the best of those, but I think it is pretty cool. Like, I think it works really well to have Dagger get Phoenix and Cloak get like a symbiote. But I don't know. I feel like his symbiote stuff feels way too light. Like, there's not enough that screams symbiote about him. Because, like, I think Dagger, they do a really good job making her feel like she has some of the Phoenix Force. I just don't know if I'm feeling as much symbiote from Cloak as I probably should be. Like, I don't know, like, watching them in action, like, it feels like he's just him. You know, not him with a symbiote. And then here we have the Winter Soldier one. I think for these characters where they have both, I think it's fitting if it's one person to having both, for Venom to not be as incorporated, or really, I don't know if it's specifically Venom or if it's just a symbiote in general, but I think it's fair for the symbiote to not be like as incorporated into the character. However, I think for Cloak and Dagger, Cloak should have way more, considering it's one and the other. Like, they each have one, rather than having the duo. But I think that skin set's really cool. I think the Venom one that is in this, I know a lot of people don't like it. I think it's sick. I think this... I have to wait for the thing to end to look at it. I'm not allowed to just look at the skin. There it is. Now I can look at it. Like, this, I think is awesome. I think this is a really cool skin. I think people are weak if they don't like this. I also like that you can see Eddie inside. I think that's kind of a fun little detail. Very cool. Yeah, I like this skin a lot. I think it's way cooler than a lot of people make it out to be. They're like, this is so lame, because he has like a bird face, and I'm like, that's cool. He's got the Phoenix Force. He's gone Phoenix-y. I think that's really cool. I think this is the one that incorporates a beak best of any of the designs that have one. But anyways, that's going to be all for today's stream. I'm keeping it a little short. Reminder, no stream this Saturday, so just keep that in mind. But yeah, thank you so much if you joined me live or after the fact. Either way is cool with me, as long as you had some fun. That said, I'm going to go do human things as humans do, and you probably should too. As a heads up, I am going to be playing this season of Overwatch, so you'll probably see a couple Overwatch streams pop up at the least. But yeah, goodbye. Gotta go.